REGENT launches sea trials for Seaglider prototypes. REGENT Craft announced on March 11 that it has begun its 2026 sea trial campaign for the Viceroy Seaglider prototype and the autonomous Squire Seaglider drone at the company's headquarters in North Kingstown, Rhode Island. The testing program is part of an effort to validate a new category of high-speed maritime vehicles designed for both commercial transportation and potential defense missions. The trials come as the company continues to refine its wing-and-ground effect maritime craft while preparing for larger-scale manufacturing operations. The development reflects growing interest in fast over-water transport platforms that could support logistics and mobility operations in coastal and maritime environments. According to a statement from REGENT, the current campaign focuses on testing the full-scale Viceroy Seaglider prototype, a 12-passenger electric vessel capable of operating in 3 distinct modes: floating on the water, hydrofoiling above the surface, and wing-and-ground flight just above the waterline. The company said the prototype is currently undergoing hydrofoiling trials as engineers continue preparing the platform for future flight tests with people on board. These activities are being conducted at the company's Rhode Island testing facilities. Alongside the Viceroy prototype, REGENT is also testing Squire, its autonomous Seaglider drone. The Squire platform is being used to validate control systems, operational limits, and autonomous functions through a step-by-step testing process. According to the company, the 2026 test campaign follows several months of engineering work focused on system improvements, data analysis, and simulation-based development. The expanded testing effort now combines real-world operations on the water with simulation-based evaluations of vehicle performance. REGENT said the testing is intended to refine vehicle performance and validate operational safety while advancing the technology toward both commercial service and defense applications. 2026 is a defining year for REGENT as we continue advancing from prototype testing towards scaled production, said Billy Thalheimer, co-founder and chief executive officer of REGENT. Demand for Seagliders is growing quickly across both commercial and defense markets, and we're focused on continuing to prove the technology, scale production, and prepare for entry into service. Company officials say that testing data gathered during the campaign will help guide final engineering decisions as the program moves toward the production stage. Sea trials are where breakthrough engineering is tested, refined, and proven, said Mike Klinker, co-founder and chief technology officer of REGENT. Every hour on the water, every simulation, and every data point helps us validate our systems, improve performance, ensure high safety standards, and reinforce our robust technical moat. The Viceroy Seaglider is designed as an electric maritime craft that combines elements of aircraft and hydrofoil vessels. The vehicle operates in what engineers describe as wing-and-ground effect, meaning it flies just above the surface of the water while benefiting from aerodynamic lift generated between the wing and the water surface. This mode of operation allows the vehicle to travel at higher speeds than conventional boats while avoiding many of the regulatory and infrastructure requirements associated with traditional aircraft. In practical terms, the craft transitions between 3 operational phases. It begins by floating on the water like a conventional vessel, then lifts onto hydrofoils to reduce drag, and finally transitions into low-altitude flight above the water surface. The autonomous Squire Seaglider drone represents another branch of the company's development effort. While smaller than the passenger-carrying Viceroy platform, the Squire drone is intended to validate autonomous control technologies that could be applied to a variety of maritime missions. According to REGENT, the broader Seaglider program is aimed at developing high-speed coastal transport systems capable of moving people or cargo between coastal locations. The company said the technology is being evaluated not only for commercial ferry and regional transport roles, but also for potential defense applications. As noted in the company's release, REGENT is engaged in defense-related work that includes an expanded contract with the United States Marine Corps Warfighting Laboratory. The program explores how Seaglider platforms could support logistics operations in contested maritime environments. The company said these discussions involve the potential use of Seaglider vehicles for rapid supply transport or mobility missions where traditional ships or aircraft may face operational limitations. While testing continues, REGENT is also preparing to scale manufacturing operations. The company said it plans to open a 255,000 square foot production facility in Rhode Island later this year to support future Seaglider production. According to REGENT, the manufacturing facility will produce commercial Seaglider vessels and support increasing demand for the platform. The company said its commercial order book has exceeded $10 billion, with recent orders including agreements with the XXV in the United States and Synerjet in Brazil. REGENT expects the first customer deliveries of its Seaglider vessels to begin in 2027, pending the completion of testing and certification activities. The launch of the 2026 Sea Trial campaign represents the next stage in the company's transition from prototype development to production readiness.